Alright, that's good. That's the next one done. Now on to Zeromus, who could be a different level of challenge. Let us see. As far as I know, based on my notes, there's no like fancy shit that you need to do before being able to fight it. So that is something I'm very much looking forward to. So a 12 chain quickening with luminescence at the end hit for about 26,000. That's not bad. But at least I lost against Zalera the first time, otherwise it was going to be another case of, oh man, it's way too easy. But the first time you fight Zalera, that's pretty cool. I would say about, it's 50-50 my fault. I could have beaten Zalera a lot more easily if I realised the whole undead and used just Curaga from the start and used Dispel constantly. I could have beaten Zalera a lot more easily, like I did the second time. But obviously the first time it's always a bit of panic, it's something new. And it's got Reflect all the time, it keeps casting Reflect. And it's got the constant undead appearing around it and stuff. It was a good battle, definitely. Still the best one I've had so far. This one had some nice moves, I have to say. But my equipment was superior. I was able to compete. People said to me, like, at the start of the game, level is not super important, it's more about the techniques that you know, the equipment that you have, all that kind of stuff. That's why I've thought this game really lends itself well to doing challenges. It really is the kind of game where you could have very low level characters, like a no sphere grid version, and you can still kick some ass. So only use LP, don't use any experience, and I'm sure even with that you should be able to do some pretty cool stuff. I've not really ever checked out any challenges yet for Final Fantasy XII, but I think once I'm completely done with the game, I'll be curious to see what kind of things people have been doing and check out some videos. I won't have any time to do any myself, but this will be the first 100-part plus playlist since Final Fantasy X-2 maybe? But I mean, it makes perfect sense. It's been 66 hours. If you take away 3 or 4 of those for me faffing about, it's still 60 hours plus. But on the other hand, it's not going to take quite as long as I was expecting. I thought, okay, 60 hours, maybe 50-60 for the main story, and then another 50-60 for the rest. But I feel like at this pace, I feel like I'll be done well before like 90 hours. We'll have to see. Which is, ironically, pretty much how long it took me to 100% Final Fantasy X. So, we'll have to see. When I say 100%, I mean like to defeat the Dark Aeons and Penance and all that stuff. Give me my treats. So, you now command 8 Espers. Impressive. Oh, happy fortune that this life be mine, to live and lie 'neath stars aligned with thine. A nugget of gem steel, 2 teleport stones. Okay. This is something that I need for one of the... I think it might be for Chaos, so let's just accept all of these. Yeah, okay. Yes. Okay. You're not the only one with his sights on the trickster, boy. If I make it to the petitioner before you, don't let it get you down, eh? Is he going to fight with me like that Seek did against thingy? What was it called? Gill Snapper. I grow weary of this. Do you go now to hunt this carrot? Let me join you. Unlike a blade, a warrior must fight to keep her edge. Should you contract for the hunt, I will meet you there. I like this idea of having just like random people from Rabanasta, random hunters helping you out with certain stuff. I think that's really cool. Okay. So, he's got nothing new to say to me. Right. That's that done. Let's head to... I don't think has my hunter rank increased, maybe? I'll head to the bazaar just to make sure. No, still nothing new. Move safety path. I feel like just having that for the hell of it. No. Oh shit, I bought one too many. My bad. Ether. Okay. Do you have anything to sell? I need to go to the Necrohole of Nabadis. That's something I should be doing. And I think that's going to be what I need to do after Zeromus. So once we get that done... Okay, no one's using hand bombs yet, so I feel like... Is it really that necessary? Okay. Now, let us head towards Zeromus. That'll be the next port of call. To do that, we need to go to Mount Baromesace and speak to an acolyte. So let's do that. I think I can probably do it through the aerodrome. Okay, so it turns out the Strahl can't go to Mount Baromesace. Just lovely. Even this music is really good as well. Like this isn't the same music that was playing when we first arrived. This is just a really great area. Atmospherically, I think it's one of the best. It really does feel like the aftermath music from like a big epic war film or something. Got to go right to the entrance here. There we go. So, these guys tend to be acolytes. There we go. Human child, do you seek greater power? Know then, the fate of those who have fallen in their search for strength. In the distant past, the great Condemner too sought such power, and was stricken down by the gods. Even now, his spirit is bound within the Stilshrine of Miriam. Take this stone in hand, and walk the paths into darkness. Stone of the Condemner. There we go. So, that's the stone we need. Let's head into the darkness and see what awaits. I seem to remember when I was checking these guys out and writing down the notes on how to get there, I think Zeromus is the most powerful one so far that we faced. So he's likely to pose a much more serious challenge than the other three have so far. After this one, because so far I've not had a hugely difficult time of it, I'm going to still try to go for Chaos next, just to see what's going to happen. I still am yet to go into a boss battle where I've been completely trampled so far. I guess the only time is when I was in the Zerniton Caverns, and there was that level 99 thing, but obviously if you see something that's level 99 you're going to run. But outside of that, there's not really been much. Let me just see if I'm missing anything important here. Just buy one more of this. Maybe it's wind based. In case X potions run out if I get myself involved in a long boss battle. I don't really have any backup if I run out of those. Okay, got at least like 30 of everything else. Handkerchiefs they started becoming really useful at some point and then they kind of became irrelevant again. There's not really been many bosses that have given us oil status. I should see how much this does. Okay. Let us go to the Stillshrine of Miriam. Then again, one thing I haven't even checked is the... some of these guys are going to have a lot of LP. Yeah. I haven't checked, yeah. There's so many of them now that I haven't even bothered to... Okay, he's an LP 50. So based on these, Famfrit, but then I think Famfrit was a storyline one. I think Exodus has been the highest level 1 so far. Based on that. I wish when you select it, it automatically took you to the same corresponding one on the other side. Okay. I still don't think Barsh has had a good lower 1 strength. That could be interesting. Interesting. She gets the level 3 black magic spells if she goes for that. That is interesting indeed. Up until this point she's got the level 2s. That could be pretty nice. Though I think as you really get deep into the game, I think outside of that you start to use moves like perhaps this, or Flare, or Scathe, or Shock. So I'm not sure how useful these will be, like really deep in the game, but we'll have to see. Interesting. The Shikari gets Protectga and Shelga. That's strange. Okay. First thing I will do is give Famfrit to Penelo, so we have a second person who can use some solid time magic. So I think that's necessary. I think it's better than giving giving Balthier a rise, because you know you've got Phoenix Downs, you've got people that can recover. You've got the other ability that recovers KO'd people anyway. So yeah, once I get Heiska, then that'll be useful. Okay, that's that one. As for Zalera, I could increase that, but I guess I'm closing in on 5,000 HP for almost everyone. So I think Ash, Penelo, and Fran could perhaps get HP boost, but for the rest of the guys, they're almost going to hit quad 9 when they double their HP anyway. So I feel like it's not that useful. So for Zalera, I think I took a look at this and I said maybe the Time Battle Mage could make use of it. Not for that. That's the Monk. For Aetherlaw 3, there's not really that great options, unfortunately, for Zalera. Aetherlaw 3, the Bushi will apparently... The Bushi gets the Karkata, which is apparently a good sword. It can cause confusion on hit, and he's a very strong character, so perhaps that could be useful. And the final option that even makes the slightest bit of sense is the Shikari, but for him it's just extra HP. And like I said, for HP at this stage it feels a bit unnecessary. So that's why I'm either gonna... I don't think Barsh has any Espers yet, right? So I think I should just give it to Barsh, so he has an Esper to play with as well. Fuck it. Okay. He's still got 232. Now, Magic Laws increase his katana damage, so I'm thinking, is it a good idea to head down this way, or should we get some of these? I feel like a bubble belt at this stage, as we get to the more difficult bosses, is going to become necessary. Ring of Renewal. Auto regen, perhaps? Regen doesn't seem that powerful in this game. I don't know. Gambit slots for some extra item usage if needed. Okay, I was taking a look at Exodus, and I think the Knight might be the best for that, just because it gives you some more HP. That's one of the options. The only other option really is to give it to Barsh, who gets a plus 500, I believe, from it. But I'm thinking, again, same problem. He's almost at 5,000 anyway, so I feel like it should really be Ash that gets it. Oh yeah, well, I need to get this anyway. And she just has 65 left over. It was meant to be. Varn, I was taking a look at this this Choo-Choo, and the Shikari gets Protectga and Shelga, which I found quite interesting. Now, I don't even remember if anyone else other than the White Mage even gets this, so I think Balthier might. He might be the only one. White Magic 12, Protector, Shelter. But because that doesn't unlock for a little while, or with some other Espers, I don't know, this might be Zodiac or something, so I'm not going to get that right until the end of the game. So I feel like giving it to Varn is going to be the wise thing to do here. Because it's either that, this is the choice is either this, or the choice is to give Ash these level 3 magics. I mean, I've chosen to make Ash more of a physical heavy hitter, and she does have this Ardor attack, which I'm assuming is pretty powerful. And she's got the level 2s. It's a tough decision. Are we going for something more attacking or something more defensive? Does she have any other way to do more? I mean, she's going to get all these awesome blades. I feel like I'm just going to be mostly using physical attacks to hit people up. Channeling. And she's more of a secondary healer than she is a primary magical attacker. So, I don't know. I feel like having one extra person that can cast Protect on everyone could really help in a pinch if something happens to Penelo, let's say. So, I'm leaning towards this. I think I'm going to go for this. This is one of the few times I've really been stuck between two, but I think I'm just going to do this. I'm sure we'll get Protector and Shelga at some point. In the not too distant future. Because I think to get Chaos we're going to start heading into interesting places like the Narbrius Deadlands and the Necrohole of Nabudis and that kind of thing. So I think once we get there, surely we've got some good chest potential there. Oh yeah, we're going to start to get on this heavy armor hype for 60, 65, 70. Let's start from here. Balthier is the only one with any LP left. I prefer to get a couple of Gambit slots. They're becoming ever more important. Let's do this. So now I think everyone has 3. Yeah, we finally got everyone with all 3 quickenings. It took a little while, but we got there. Wait, we went the wrong way because we're dumbasses. That's what happens when you have Ash as the party leader. You can lose your concentration sometimes. Happens to the best of us. Okay. Now, my instructions say to use the South Waystone at the Stillshrine. Let's do that. I'm going to fight the boss very soon anyway, just keep wait mode. At least a few little extra LP points. Never hurt anyone. Okay, Waystone. Touch the device. Use a stone of the Condemner. Okay, here we are. Now, we'll do what we always do, which is to... Let's give Penelo the Sage Ring back for now. And we'll keep black belts on for the rest of these guys. Okay, let's let Penelo do her thing. Get everyone ready. Okay, are we ready, ladies? Let's go and do this. Alright, let's head in and see what awaits. Okay, this guy... Oh shit, characters cannot use magics. Fuck. Well, Fran, you're out. Actually, Fran might not be out because she's got the good remedies and she's got Phoenix Laws, Potion Laws, that kind of shit. Okay. I think what I need to do is have a few minutes of preparation time here and I'll show you guys the highlights of that and then get going. So one thing I can do here is equip the Mirror Mail, which is something I can't normally equip, but now that I've given him Heavy Armor 7 and I can't use magic, I don't think the reflecting is going to be such a big deal. So auto-reflect might even be nice here if Zeromus wants to use any kind of magic on me. Okay. So strength's gone up to 60, which is nice. Still a far cry from the 82 of Barsh, but he's got the level 9 double heavy armor, so that kind of makes sense. Now, Barsh will be the biggest heavy hitter, and as for the rest, they will be healers. So she's pretty much set up. I think Fran will have to be a full-time healer here. If her ally drops below 40, she fires off an X potion. Yeah, pretty much just heal with X potions for now, because high potions is just not going to cut it. Yeah, so Varn does have Potions Law 3, so he's a good candidate to be in here, and his HP is pretty good. So I think he should be another X potion healer. You see, if this gets coupled with really nasty status effects, we're going to get fucked hard here, but we're just going to have to see. I'm going to give this a go and see how we do. On, off. Barsh, lead the way. Now, he's probably going to have some positive stasis as well, like those. We'll have to do a lot of manual stuff here as well. Oh no. Shit, there's a lot of them. What the hell are we going to do? Now the problem with not being able to use magic is that we're not going to have an awful lot of ways of hitting multiple enemies. I mean, I'm trying to think. The only real way to do it is with quickenings, I think, or with motes, which I'm not really thinking. Oof, I don't know to what extent I could ignore them. Let's just see what happens here, what kind of damage we're taking. They begin casting Toxify. Okay. There's a lot of them. It's all happening extremely quickly. Let's just slow it down a bit to see what... I can't even tell what the hell's happening here. I'm trying to think. Is there anything I can do to attack, to kill these guys, other than having to waste my time actually hitting them up? They're weak to... Okay, hold on. Hold on. If I have my Holy Lance equipped, how quickly can I kill them? Is it single hit here? Yes, it's single hit, okay. Okay, I got this. Hold on. Varn, you always attack the boss and leave the others to me. I'll take care of these guys. Okay. Now, is there anything that can give us some buffs here? Let's haste ourselves up. And go for Zeromus a little bit again. They come back really quick. Maybe if I draw some of them out. So whenever this happens, I need to switch back to the Muramasa and get some more hits in on Zeromus. He's only got haste for now. Get some more hits in. Once I go above a certain number, then I'll... Okay, let's switch back. Ooh, shit, Brown's almost dead. And Varn's still attacking. That's not wise. Let's just see what happens. I'll take out these Dark Lords. Shit, or I won't. This should buy me a little bit of time to recover. Okay, good. Okay. Does Varn still have bravery? He does. What about Zeromus? What does Zeromus have? Need to be able to find these damn moats. There it is. Protect, okay. Get that off. Get that bravery back on. Okay. I think I'll take this one out as well. I'll take another couple out before I head back to Zeromus. I still haven't used the quickening yet. I'm trying to keep that in my pocket in case something crazy happens, which it very well might. Back to Zeromus. Let's go. Whoa, everyone fell. Okay, let's get my leader back. That piercing Gravija move is very dangerous. Let's get back onto Dark Lord duty. Yeah, some of these are helping me heal. That's nice. Okay, back to Zeromus. I'm about to... I feel like unleashing a quickening right about now, but I'll wait for it. Spell mode. Okay, Zeromus got nothing. Let's attack that ship. Okay. After that piercing Gravija comes, that's the time to stop attacking and switch back to Dark Lord. These help me heal a little bit as well, so they're extra useful. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I can really use here to help? I'm already doing enough damage with the hits, so I don't feel like it's that needed, but... even that. I wonder if I can banish all of them. Still got 73 X potions, that seems pretty good. They appear really quickly, man. It's only 4 for now, let's keep going. We're getting close. Hunting these guys down. Yeah, the auto reflect I think from Varn has definitely helped. He hasn't died too often here. I say too often, of course. Oh Barsh, I love you, man. Seriously, you are that dude. That Holy Lance has been so helpful. Fuck it, let's give him another dispel mode. The attacks are getting a bit too quick for my liking. Oh, I think we know what it's time for. I think we know what it's time for. If we don't kill it first. Let's go. Okay, so we get to see Fran's big move for the first time. Okay, this reminds me of something.
Tremble.
Wow. Fran just single-handedly kicking ass. So I've kind of developed a new technique of mashing all 3 command buttons.
You're going down.
Along with R2 whenever I'm doing this. It seems to work. So I don't bother pressing R2 and then waiting to see what appears and then pressing that button and all that shit. I just mash R2 and the 3 buttons at the same time. There you go. You see, I did the same thing again. "16 hits." There we go. The record goes up further. How much damage? Arc Blast. I think this is the one before the final one. I think Black Hole is the final one. $38,000. Whoa. So this battle was all about Barsh and his Holy Lance. If it wasn't for that, I might have got overwhelmed by the undead. But that weapon really helped. The fact that it was a one-hit kill, if it wasn't, then it would have taken a lot longer and drained my resources a lot more. But this is like my best item team, I think. I think Penelo can be interchanged with Fran, if need be. So there we go. That leaves Chaos, Ultima, and Zodiac, I believe. Let's quickly have a look at Zeromus. He's a 65, so I think he's on par with Exodus. Exodus was so easy. Why the hell was Exodus so easy? I'm trying to think. I remember breezing through that. Should not have been that easy. Adel and Sheer. I think that's something I want. Okay. Heavy armor 9. Ah! That's pretty good. I think that's my favourite so far. Another channeling never hurt anyone. Penelo. She already has whatever that is. And what's this? Makara. Okay, so it looks like Ash is my favourite candidate for that, but she needs a huge 215 ribbon one to even get a shot at this, so 280, 360 LP to be able to get to this channeling. I don't know. And there's this as well. Yeah, we'll have to decide. I'll leave it for now. Okay, I think it's probably best that I end the session here. It's been a couple of hours now since I started. I'll have to sit down. I didn't write any notes for Exodus. I just looked at it and it was like 4 pages long. And I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. But I'll have to sit down and write some notes on Exodus and how to get to it, and the others as well. And then I'll come back with those preparations in hand, and we'll take on the next set.